gotta get my shirt on. I'll be back. What's in the new chicken wraps? Crispy chicken. That is ranch dressing. 3 cheese it. I mean, 3 cheese it. No. Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, ranch dressing. That's it. Okay. Hey y'all. It is Trayvon Tuesday. Whoop whoop. And as promised, I'm here with updates. My head is just. So, what was my updates? I did my research. I just didn't write it down. Yesterday, Trayvon's parents, mom and father, was on 106 in Park, and unfortunately I missed it because I was asleep. But yeah, they were on and they were talking about, I guess they were taking questions from the audience, and I'm not too sure how I feel about them taking questions from the audience, because at this point in the case, after the statement his mom made and then had to retract, I don't think they need to be talking to nobody but their lawyer. And other than that, they need to be like staying low and praying high. Other than that, I don't think they need to be talking to many people. But on the Zimmerman side of the news, apparently there's been a video that surfaced of about an hour after the incident went down where he shot Trayvon, him going into the police department for questioning with no visible injuries to himself. But then he came out as he was leaving with the bandage on his head or something, or on his nose, something like that, which would, quote unquote, support his claim of self-defense. Here's what I believe about that entire situation. From what I know, like I stated in the last Trayvon Tuesday video, if there was a self-defense, and I found out in Florida there's this law where you can use a handgun and essentially kill someone in self-defense if you feel like you're being threatened, then shoot somebody. That's fine. As long as the gun is registered to you, you're registered to use it, shoot them if you need to. And I think that's like a effed up law if you ask me. Like, especially, I mean, well, I guess it would depend on the situation or the circumstances. But in this case, no, you didn't really need to shoot him. You really didn't. If it was a fight, that fight could have been, it could have been a one-on-one fight if it needed to be. And if anything, you could have took Trayvon on your own without the gun. But that's beyond the point. Back to what I was talking about, where he went into the police department with the bandages off his head and came out with them on. I think the only reason they did that is because clearly this is like, if you ask me, Zimmerman is in good with the judicial, or whatever. What would be the proper word? The judicial system, or the system down there in the Florida county or whatever the hell he was at. So if I think he went in there, nothing was wrong with him. He was cool. It was on the camera and everything. He comes out knowing what happened, and that it's already like hit the fan, because people this started being like a huge deal, like within the second hour it happened. So he knew, okay, well, I need to come up with something. I got about an hour, 2 hours tops to figure out, all right, self-defense. I need something for my head to leave out of here. Because he's good with the police department and the judicial system down there. They're willing. Help him out. Because, like I said, it's a racial thing. Racism is still alive and well, and they didn't want the white man to go down for killing the black man. So they're willing to do what they need to do to help him out. That's just what I believe. Is it right? No. It could be right. I mean, not like right as in like morally right, but right as in correct right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that's his defense. Self-defense. And they said there are 3 witnesses that say that when he left, or they saw him with the bandage on his nose after the confrontation with Trayvon. So apparently, after he shot Trayvon, he had time to go home, get himself together, put bandages on. Then he was taken in for questioning. So in that time of him shooting Trayvon, in between there and him going to the police department, we don't know what happened to him. He could have fell down the fucking steps for all we know, and could have injured himself. But I think it's three neighbors. One of them say it's a man, a lady, and another lady. They all say that he had a nose bandage, because apparently he broke his nose, or Trayvon broke his nose, allegedly. I don't believe it. And he had a bandage on the back of his head or something like that. So, it's for me to believe that his self-defense claim is bullshit, because there's an hour window of time where, or I think it's an hour, they say approximately an hour, where he could have been doing Lord knows what before they decided to take him in for questioning. And then release him. Bullshit, they shouldn't have released him. But that's what it is. So that's your Trayvon Tuesday updates. We'll be back next Tuesday with more updates, and for the following Tuesdays until there is a conviction or until he's behind bars. That's it. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. My stomach hurts. I just ate Taco Bell for the first time in like ever, and I would have to say my stomach is like doing it right now. So I'm out of here. Peace. Damn Doritos, Locos, Tacos.